Unbelievable objects that killed people. A lava lamp. A lawnmower. A wheel of cheese. These sound like punchlines. They're not. Each one of these harmless objects has a body count. And by the time this video is over, you're going to look at the stuff sitting in your own living room a little differently. We're not talking guns. We're not talking knives. We're talking about 5 real documented cases where the most boring, everyday objects you can imagine turn deadly in seconds. Stick around for the last one. It's a disaster so strange that historians still argue about how it happened. Let's get into it. Case number 5, the lava lamp. Kent, Washington, October 2004. 44-year-old Philip Quinn had one small problem. His lava lamp was too slow. You know how they work. The wax heats up gradually, drifts upward, and creates that slow, hypnotic glow. It's supposed to be relaxing. Quinn didn't have the patience for supposed to be. So he did something that, on paper, sounds almost harmless. He put the glass lamp directly on his stovetop to speed things up. For a few seconds, nothing. Then the entire glass globe exploded. Not cracked, not shattered into a neat pile on the counter. Exploded, sending shards flying outward like shrapnel. One piece struck Quinn directly in the chest. By the time paramedics arrived, there was nothing they could do. A novelty item found in dorm rooms and living rooms across the world had just become a fatal projectile weapon. And honestly, this isn't even the strangest entry on this list. Not even close. Case number 4, the flying lawnmower. New York City, December 1979. It was a Sunday afternoon at Shea Stadium. The kind of day nobody remembers until they have to. Families in the stands. Kids eating hot dogs. The New York Jets on the field. Then came halftime. A novelty act took the field. Remote-controlled planes. Stunt drones. The usual crowd pleasers. But one object wasn't a plane. It was a remote-controlled lawnmower. 40 pounds of spinning metal. The operator lost control. Witnesses say it didn't crash. It didn't skid. It flew. Like a missile launched from the grass. John Bowen, a 20-year-old fan, was sitting in the lower stands. He never saw it coming, and he never had a chance to move. The mower struck him directly in the head. The injury was catastrophic. He died shortly after. Not a foul ball, not a hooligan, not a structural collapse. A toy lawnmower. The exact same kind, probably sitting in a garage right now, became a kill shot on a random Sunday at a pro football game. If that doesn't unsettle you, the next one will. Case number 3, the cheese avalanche. Romano di Lombardia, Northern Italy. August 6th, 2023. Inside a warehouse owned by cheesemaker Giacomo Chiapparini, sat 25,000 wheels of aging Grana Padano cheese, each one weighing roughly 88 pounds. Picture a car tire made of solid cheese. The shelves stretched 33 feet high, floor to ceiling. Stable, routine, nothing out of the ordinary. Until an alarm sounded. Chiapparini had entered the warehouse to check an automatic robot used to clean the wheels. He restarted the machine, and seconds later, disaster struck. A single metal shelf gave way. Investigators believe that single failure triggered the next shelf, then the next, then the next. A chain reaction of collapsing racks, like dominoes the size of refrigerators. Thousands of massive cheese wheels came crashing down at once. Witnesses said the noise sounded like thunder. By the time anyone reached him, Chiapparini was buried under tons of falling cheese. Rescue crews, including earthquake specialists, searched for 12 hours. They had to move every wheel by hand. He did not survive. It sounds like the setup to a joke. It isn't. Every detail of this one is real, documented, and confirmed. A man walked into a cheese warehouse that day to fix a robot. He never walked out. Case number 2, the beach umbrella, Garden City Beach, South Carolina, August 2022. Picture the most relaxing setting imaginable. Golden sand, families everywhere, rows of bright beach umbrellas swaying in the breeze. Then the wind picked up. Just a normal coastal gust. Nothing anyone thought twice about. One umbrella tore free of the sand, and for one horrifying second, it stopped being a sunshade. It became a spear. The metal pole shot across the beach and struck 63-year-old Tammy Perot. People screamed. Bystanders ran toward her. Paramedics arrived within minutes, but the injury was too severe. She died less than an hour later. You can avoid sharks. You can avoid riptides. You can avoid sunburn. Nobody warns you about the umbrella 3 rows down. And that brings us to the final case. The one that didn't just kill one person, it nearly destroyed an entire neighborhood. Case number 1, the deadly wave of molasses. Boston, January 15th, 1919. It was an ordinary winter afternoon. Workers in the streets, kids playing nearby, and looming over the neighborhood, a massive steel storage tank that most people walked past without a second glance. Inside it, more than 2 million gallons of molasses. Just after noon, the tank failed catastrophically. Witnesses described a sound like a roar. Others swore it sounded like machine gun fire as the rivets tore loose. Then they saw it. A wall of molasses, reportedly over 25 feet high, surging through the streets at an estimated 35 miles per hour. Buildings were torn off their foundations. Horse-drawn wagons were flipped and dragged. People were swept off their feet and pulled under the wave. Some trapped as the syrup thickened around them in the cold air, making escape nearly impossible. By the time it was over, 21 people dead, more than 150 injured. Not fire, not a bomb, not a flood of water. Molasses. The same ingredient sitting in your pantry right now caused one of the strangest and deadliest industrial disasters in American history. A lava lamp. A lawnmower. A wheel of cheese. A beach umbrella. A wave of molasses. 5 objects nobody would ever think to fear. 5 real people who never saw it coming. The scary part isn't that these things are dangerous. It's that they're everywhere. Sitting in your home, your car, your backyard, right now. And you'd never give them a second thought. So tell me in the comments, which one of these freaked you out the most? And while you're thinking about it, what's sitting in your living room that you'll never look at the same way again? If this kind of story is your thing, subscribe, because this is just the first list. There are a lot more ordinary objects where this came from.